beautiful morning to you out there, esteemed listeners. We sincerely apologize for starting behind schedule as a result of our system upgrade. You are very much welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, and this is Newspaper Review. I am Ibrahim Adebayo. 2024 admission begins as JAMB holds 2024 policy meeting on Thursday. Controversies as manufacturer rejects NBS inflation figure. FG intend on transforming power sector at Delabu. Police ban protest in Abuja. Issue stem warning to Islamic group. Now the news in full. The stage is now set for admission into the nation tertiary institution as long-awaited 2024 policy meeting held annually by the Joint Admission and Matriculation Examination (JAMB) held this week. The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mama, will chair the 2024 policy meeting slated for Thursday, July 18 in Abuja. The policy meeting will authorize the commencement of this year admission. The board, in its weekly news bulletin yesterday, stated this year's exercise will also feature the National Tertiary Admission Performance Merit Award (NAPTAN), where the overall winners will receive 500 million naira and other consolation winners will share 250 million collectively. The meeting will review the performance of 2023 admission exercise and the 2024 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) performance of candidates. The minimum additional scores and as an aggregate of individual institution submission will be approved at the meeting. No institution is expected to commence the admission process until after the policy meeting, as the guidelines regulating the year admission exercise are determined at the meeting with the endorsement of the Minister of Education. The meeting declares the commencement of the year admission exercise, setting the grand norms, and any institution that violates these collective norms will face sanction. 2024 admission begins as JAMB holds 2024 policy meeting on Thursday. Controversies as manufacturer rejects MBS inflation figure. Nigerian inflation narrative took a controversial twist yesterday as the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture (NASIMA) gave its own figures contradicting that of the MBS, National Bureau of Statistics. By wide margin, the MBS had released its Consumer Price Index (CPI) on June 2024, reporting that headline inflation rate increased by 0.24% to 34.19% in June from 33.95% in May. But when contacted by newsmen on his comment, the president of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mine and Agriculture, NASIMA, Kelvin Oye, simply said inflation is over 90% without giving further details. Giving its own details, MBS also said the food inflation grew to 40.87% in June from 40.66% in May 2024 due to increase in the price of millets, whole grains, gari, guinea corn, yam, watermelon, cocoyam, potato, yams and other tubers. Meanwhile, financial analysts said the MBS figures outstripped both the individual and consensus forecast. MBS stated in June 2024, the headline inflation rate increased to 34.19% relative to the May 2024 headline inflation rate which was 33.95%. According to MBS, in June, food inflation on the year-on-year basis was highest in Edo, Kogi, Cross River, Nasarawa, Bauchi, and Adamawa recorded lowest rates in food inflation. Reacting, David Adori, analyst and executive vice chairman of iCamp Security Limited, said, despite all measures taken by CBN, inflation rates continue to rise. Continued application of monetary policy to tackle this kind of stubborn inflation is failing because what is required is not demand management, but supply side fiscal policy. Also commenting, analysts of Cardinal Stone Financial states the June CPI data indicate that inflation leaped by 24 basis points to 34.2%. Controversy as manufacturers reject MBS inflation figure. For more details, you can visit the Vanguard newspaper. FG intend on transforming power sector. Adelabu, Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, said the federal government has been steadfast in its mission to transform the country power sector. He gave the assurance at the 9th edition of Nigerian Energy Forum NEF 2024 conference in Lagos with the theme Energizing Sustainable Industrialization. According to the minister, over the past few years, we have significantly increased our installed generation capacity by bringing new power plants online and rehabilitating existing one. This has resulted in the substantial increase in the overall power supply to the national grid. The minister, who was represented by Dr. Sunday Owolabi, Director Renewable and Rural Development in the ministry, called on stakeholders, government agencies, private sectors, partners, and international organizations and Nigerians to join them in this endeavor. Mr. Peter Olowonani, held client relation Anglo-West African Banks, said the bank was one of the biggest financial institutions supporting energy and industrialization in Nigeria. According to the Chief Executive Officer, All On Caroline Ebubo, said the mission of the company was accelerating closing of access to energy gap in Nigeria with special focus on the Niger Delta. According to her, this is by increased access to commercial energy products and services for the grid communities, both underserved and unserved. The Executive Director Network Niger Delta Power Holding Company, NDPHL, Engineer Ife Oyedele, said the company has constructed 10 power plants with a total planned capacity approximately 5,000 megawatts, saying we have undertaken over 121 transmission line and substations projects work expand. The UNDP resident representative in Nigeria, who was represented by Muyiwa Odele, environment team leader, said unlocking Nigerian potential will require reliable, affordable, and equitable access to sustainable energy to realize its full economy and development potential. FG intend on transforming power sector at Adelabu. For more details, you can visit the Vanguard newspaper. Police ban protests in Abuja, issues term warning to Islamic group. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has banned the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, IMN, from staging any protests in the nation capital. The command spokesperson, Josephine Aden, in a statement said, raised alarm, stating that the proscribed organization, also known as SITE, has concluded plans to embark on a procession to mark the 2024 Islamic calendar of Ashura. She explained that antecedents showed that Such activities carried out by Islamic group often resulted in significant disturbances in the Nigerian capital city, leading to anarchy and chaos. The command therefore urged any individual or members of the proscribed organization to refrain from any intended form of protest or procession in the nation capital, as the command will not hesitate to use every legal means necessary to hurt or incapacitate anyone that dare violate the ban by the police. The command is committed to maintaining law and order and will take all necessary measures to prevent any activities that threaten the safety and well-being of populace. The Commissioner of Police FCT, CP Benedict Igwe, reaffirmed the commandment unwavering commitment to protecting the rights of all citizens while ensuring public safety. For more details on the news, you can visit the Daily Post newspaper. Police ban protests in Abuja issue stem warning to Islamic group. Livestock Ministry Afenifere Ohayense, Arewa youths and others take definite stand. The decision of President Bola Tinubu to establish the Ministry of Livestock Development has continued to generate divergent views from stakeholders, while constitutional lawyer Madubuchi Idam see Tinubu decision as a duplicate of ministries and engaging in wastage. The Arewa Youth Consultative Forum, AYCL, and Afenifere and Ohayense Indigbo counterpart believe the initiative is welcome development that will put an end to the long-standing farmer herders crisis. Tinubu created the ministry 10 months after he approved the establishment of the Presidential Committee on Livestock to address the herders and farmers clashes and bolsters the livestock and dairy industry. He set up the committee after receiving a report from the National Conference on Livestock Reform and Mitigation of Associated Conflicts in Nigeria, chaired by the National Chairman of All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Gandoje. Livestock Ministry, Afenifere Ohayense, Arewa Youth, how that take definite stand. For more details on the news, you can visit the Daily Post newspaper. Before we bring the newspaper review on Carnival Radio to a close, here are the headlines again. 2024 admission begins as JAMB holds 2024 policy meeting on Thursday. Controversy as manufacturer rejects MBS inflation figure. FG intend on transforming power sector at Adelabu. Police ban protests in Abuja, issue stem warning to Islamic group. Livestock Ministry, Afenifere Ohayense, Arewa Youth, order takes definite stands. And that ends the newspaper review on Carnival Radio. Thank you so much for listening. I am Ibrahim Adebayo. You can download the Carnival Media app from the Google Play Store and iOS App Store. Do enjoy the rest of your morning.